Hello YouTube. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to do binary search recursively in C Sharp. Alright, so there are options out there for different languages, Java, Python. I wanted to show you how to do this in C Sharp. Alright, so I already went ahead and started this just with the basics. And again, I'm assuming you already have some type of knowledge programming and you've heard of binary search. Alright, so in order for you to do this recursively, you need to set up your method like this. So you have to have a list, your target, and you're gonna get some default parameters. The left index is gonna be set to 0, and the right index default is gonna be set to -2. And the reason why I set to -2 is because in other languages such as Python, they have like something called none. So if you have that one, you can use that here. I don't know anything. At least I don't know anything similar to none. So -2 just works. It works just fine. All right. So we're gonna check for that condition, and this is just we're gonna use the -2 when you first launch or when you first call your method, and and we use it to assign the length to the right index. So let's add that condition here. So if your right index equals -2, I'm sorry, -2, then you assign right index to equal to list that count, which is the length, -1. Then you're going to have another condition to check if the value you're searching does not exist, it's not part of the list, you're going to return -1. So if left index is greater than right index, then you're going to return -1. So there's going to be a point where you're gonna continue looping, and if you're gonna continue calling yourself recursively, and if you couldn't find anything, if the target does not exist, there's going to be a point where your left index is going to be greater than right, and whenever that happens, you return 1. So you stop your recursive calling. All right, so those are the two base if statements that we need to set in order for us to stop the recursive call. And then after that, you need to create your midpoint. So int, look for your, calculate your midpoint. Midpoint equals, and this is a calculation. So we're going to do left index plus right index, and then you're going to divide that by 2, and that's how you get your midpoint index. Once you have that, then you're gonna do another check. So we're gonna do if the value at the midpoint list. So you're gonna look at your list. You're gonna use the midpoint index to get the value in the midpoint, and you're gonna compare that to your target. If your value in the midpoint equals your target, and then you return your midpoint. Else you do another check. Else you continue, and you do the list. The value in the midpoint is lower than target. Then you're gonna assign the left index. You're gonna assign it to midpoint. If I can type here, +1. Then else and I forget something above. Let me just set this here. here. And because right here we need to call ourselves, so you're gonna return and we're gonna call ourselves, and then we're gonna pass the list target, the newly calculated left index, right index. And I'm gonna do the same thing here, but instead we're gonna reassign the right index to equal the midpoint -1. And you call yourself again, and that should do. Let's test it. So let's pass number 10. So we pass number 10, that should give me index number 9. If I pass number 1, it should give me index number 0. If I pass something that does not exist, it should give me -1. There you have it. This is binary search recursively using C#. I hope this is useful. Thank you for watching.